We yearn to chart our own courses, to grasp the reins of destiny, to believe in free will, in the power of choice. But the universe, in its infinite expanse, often has other plans. It nudges us, sometimes gently, sometimes with brute force, down paths we may not have chosen. Yet within this cosmic dance lies the folly of our actions. No two journeys are alike, but our collective path is marred by our own foolishness. The question then becomes, do we fight the current? Do we rail against the inevitable? Or do we surrender to the flow, embracing the twists and turns with open arms? This is the paradox of existence, the delicate balance between our desire for control and the acceptance of the unknown. It is in this space between intention and self-destruction that we truly discover the consequences of our actions. We are all haunted by the stories we consume. The books we read, the films we watch, the music that claws at our souls, they leave scars, distorting our perception of the world. These stories also mirror our grotesque foolishness, our relentless march towards annihilation. A line from a childhood storybook can suddenly hold a grim prophecy, its warnings echoing through the years like a sinister whisper. These echoes of narratives past intertwine with our own nightmares, blurring the lines between fiction and the brutal reality of our demise. They remind us that we are not alone in our collective madness, our shared dread of an impending doom. The human experience, in all its sordid complexity, is a tapestry woven from shared threads of storytelling and the dire consequences of our actions. And each story we encounter, no matter how small, adds another layer to the dark fabric of our being and the inevitable end we march towards. The world as we know it is collapsing into darkness. Cities lie in ruins and the air is thick with the stench of death and decay. The once vibrant landscapes are now grotesque wastelands, echoing the final screams of a dying civilization. The simplicity of the past, the quiet moments of reflection are buried beneath the weight of annihilation and despair. Can we ever escape this self-imposed nightmare, or are we doomed to wander this hellish wasteland forever lost in the void? Perhaps salvation lies not in retreat, but in finding fleeting moments of sanity amidst the horror. To sever the digital chains and reconnect with the remnants of a shattered, sordid world. To silence the cacophony and listen to the dying whispers of our own tormented souls. In the final chapter of existence, the grotesque folly of humanity is a relentless curse, a source of unending devastation, ignorance and malevolence. We are the harbingers of our own apocalypse, the witnesses to our self-inflicted annihilation. Through our actions we glimpse the inevitable end, a world teetering on the brink of obliteration. The cries of nature are smothered in the chaos, lost in the cacophony of destruction. Don't be afraid to face the end, even if it means embracing the abyss. Our actions, scarred upon the earth, become a testament to our downfall, guiding us through the ruins of our own making. They remind us that our worthiness is not defined by our achievements, but by the courage to acknowledge our failures and the authenticity of our despair. The path to utter destruction is often paved with our own hubris. It winds through shadowy forests and across treacherous peaks, its destination shrouded in the abyss of our actions. Yet, it is on this path, where the well-worn maps of wisdom are ignored, that we face our ultimate end. To continue on this way requires ignorance, recklessness, and a stubborn refusal to learn from our mistakes. It demands that we confront the chaos we've created, embrace the inevitable collapse, and trust in the folly of our own hearts. For it is in the moments when we are most lost that we realize the true cost of our hubris and the end times brought about by our own hands. Life is a series of fleeting moments, each one a grim brushstroke on the canvas of our inevitable demise. Some moments pass by unnoticed, swallowed by the abyss of our self-destructive routine. Others burn themselves into our memories, forever altering the course of our doomed existence. These moments of clarity, these sudden shifts in perspective, arrive with a sense of impending doom. They can be triggered by a chance encounter, a profound loss, or simply a moment of bleak contemplation. They shatter our carefully constructed delusions, forcing us to question everything we thought we knew about ourselves and the dying world around us. In these moments, we confront the self-destruction wrought by the abject foolishness of our species. We see the end times reflected in our actions, the consequences of our disregard for the world we inhabit. And in these final moments of clarity, we are left to ponder if it will ever be the same again. Just as the seasons change, so too do the cycles of our existence. We once experienced periods of growth and renewal, but now we face times of utter destruction and desolation brought on by our own folly. We ride the waves of fleeting memories and overwhelming despair, knowing that our actions have led to this catastrophic end. This cyclical nature of existence is now a haunting reminder of our doom. It reminds us that change is inevitable, that nothing lasts forever, but it also offers a grim warning, a reminder that our abject foolishness has led to our ultimate demise. And so, we must face the relentless end to find a fleeting beauty in the remnants of what once was, lest we forget everything. The line between survival and annihilation is often obliterated. Our reckless actions weave grotesque tapestries of chaos and ruin, erasing the boundaries of hope and plunging us into the abyss. Our choices drag us to the brink of extinction, confront us with our deepest horrors, and reveal a world on the verge of collapse. Are our actions the remnants of our ignorance, or do they herald our ultimate doom? Do they open a portal to our inevitable downfall, to realities where we might have thrived, but now face desolation? Perhaps they are echoes of our species' folly, screams from a universe we failed to comprehend. Whatever their purpose, our actions remind us that reality is far more fragile and doomed than we dare to acknowledge. The relentless march of time has dragged us to the brink of annihilation. It pulverizes stone, murders trees, and etches agony into our faces. It obliterates landscapes, annihilates histories, and shatters our grasp on reality. Our insatiable greed has hurled us into the abyss of destruction. Will it ever be the same again? The answer is a chilling no. We cannot cling to the past, nor predict the horrors of the future. All we have is this fleeting moment, this dying breath, this chance to witness the end of all things, and in the grand tapestry of existence, our downfall is the final sordid thread.